Hi friends, Stephanie here, and I'm back with more movie chatter. And what I have for you today is a collection update. I have some review titles that were sent to me from various places, maybe some digital codes to give away, and I also have a box set that a few people have asked me to share. So I'm going to get right into it. The first two titles were sent to me by way of Warner Brothers, so I want to thank Warner Brothers for continuing to send me review copies that I can check out and share with you. And this first one should come as no surprise because everybody is talking about it, and how can we not? It is just so good. It is the National Lampoon's Vacation, the Griswolds. How can you go wrong with the Griswolds? And if you are a fan of Vacation, you are going to love this. Now, we did get Christmas Vacation just this past Christmas. Now we're getting the first Vacation, and I'm hoping that we get European Vacation and Vegas Vacation. Fingers crossed. But now this one, just to let you know, it's just the 4K and the digital. There's no Blu-ray. So I am keeping my Blu-ray copy for those times when I'm somewhere and I don't have a 4K player and I want to watch Vacation, which could happen because I'm a big fan. But I'm keeping this, but the special features are exactly the same, so you're not missing anything that way. But this, as far as the 4K, I think this looks really good. I did look at the Blu-ray before I popped this in just for reference purposes, and I immediately noticed that this was much, much brighter. It's crisp, it's clear, it looks really good. All the definition is good. There's just enough grain. I think everything looks really good. It's not overdone, and it just really looks good. I was very, very, very happy with how this one came out. And I mean, come on, it's Vacation. How can you not enjoy it? It is a blast. It is so funny. Chevy Chase is just, he's so funny. They're all funny in this one. I just love it. So if you're a fan of Vacation, definitely check it out. I was at my Best Buy today, which never has anything. I had to get an SD card, and they still had these on the shelf. So if my Best Buy has it, I'm sure you can get them at yours. But I'm just going to show you the inside. Like I said, the special features are the same. I don't even know if you can see them on the back. I'll just tell you, the special features, it just features commentary by Harold Ramis, Chevy Chase, Randy Quaid, Anthony Michael Hall, Dana Barron, and Maddie Simmons. So that's your special features. And the same artwork inside, and then you have your digital code and you have your 4K disc. So that's what you're getting with this. But I mean, like I said, how can you go wrong with this? I mean, they have a lot of problems, but not us. Not us. We enjoy them. So there's the Griswolds, and because I'm such a super fan of this movie, I also had to pick myself up this really nice steelbook, and I love this art. I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, it's the original poster art. Let me know in the comments if I am wrong. And that iconic scene when they're going towards the Grand Canyon and they jump the car. And here is the front, back, and spine. It is a glossier steelbook, but it's like between a glossy and a matte. It's not a fingerprint magnet, so that's good. And then you get the same, just the 4K disc, and you get a digital code, and then you get some nice interior artwork, which you know we love interior artwork. That's why we collect physical media, all the goodies. So yeah, National Lampoon's Vacation available now, and my Best Buy also still had steelbooks available. You could do an in-store pickup for them. So like I said, they are still out there, so get out there and get your copies. And this next one was also sent to me by Warner Brothers, and if you are a horror fan, you already know all about this one. It's Evil Dead Rise. And there is the front. Now this one, unlike Vacation, this one is a 4K Blu-ray and digital, probably because it's a new release. But this one, if you know Evil Dead, if you know, you know. I did watch this one on streaming before because I missed it in theaters and I really wanted to see it. I didn't want to wait for the physical copy to come out, even though I knew I was going to buy it or get my hands on it somehow. And I did enjoy it. Basically what you have is two sisters. They're estranged and they try to have this reunion. And because it's Evil Dead Rise, you know it's not going to work out. It's going to be a disaster and it's going to be a gore fest. And that's exactly what this is. There's lots of blood, there's lots of gore, and it's Evil Dead. So if you, like I said, if you know, you know. And if you're a fan of the franchise, then definitely you're going to want to add this one to it. And I thought the 4K looked really good. I was very happy with it. And like I said, I did watch it on streaming, and then I watched the 4K, and I think the 4K is a bump up from the streaming, but, you know, We're physical media collectors. We're always going to go for the physical. So you have this, you get the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital, but no special features. I'm not sure if I said that or not. My brain has gone south for the weekend. But definitely, if you're a fan of the Evil Dead franchise, definitely pick this one up. And on the back it says, "Mommy loves you to death." Here we go. The inside artwork is the same. And then you get your Blu-ray and your 4K disc. So that is Evil Dead Rise. And let's do, who wants a digital code? Let's do a digital code giveaway. We have a 4K, it should redeem in 4K. It's a digital code for vacation. So first come, first serve. If you do happen to redeem this, please let the people in the comments know, just so that they don't drive themselves crazy trying to redeem it. And moving on, the next two titles come by way of Paramount, so thank you to Paramount for continuing to send review copies out for me to share with you. And this is the 25th anniversary, the 4K Blu-ray and digital, Jim Carrey in The Truman Show. And here we go, here we have the cover of that, and on the back you can see, pause and check out the special features. But this one, I remember watching this one when it first came out, like the late 90s, and it was at a time when reality TV was all the rage, and it was just kind of coming into its own, and people were figuring out, you know, what shows they like. People were very invested in these reality TV shows. So this movie was very, very relevant at that time, because this is Jim Carrey plays an insurance salesman who starts to feel like, he starts to question things, and he starts to discover that his life is a reality TV show. And we follow him on his journey to try to figure things out and figure out his life, and he has things that he wants to do. He wants to go places and see things and travel, and he doesn't understand why everything is the same every day. So that's basically the story, and you still get that that comedic gift that Jim Carrey has, and he does so well, but you also have some real heartfelt moments where you really feel for this guy. So I really do like Jim Carrey in those kind of roles where he can show his range and his abilities, and it's not just like the silly over the top comedy like say like Cable Guy. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I prefer him in roles where there's a good mix and you can see what he's capable of. But he does a great job in this. And even today, even though I've seen this film so many times, 25 years later, it still feels so relevant. It really does hold up. I think it's aged very well. The 4K looks great. I think they did a great job with it. And because of the type of movie it is and the way it was shot, it's got a lot of color, because you have like a set that basically they've created this town, and a lot of it is shot outside, so to speak. So you have a lot of colors, and the colors pop. The skin tones look very natural. You have a lot of good definition, and like you see plants and flowers and things like that around town, and everything looks really, really good. And there's plenty of, you know, nicely done grain. I think everything looked really good. So I was very, very happy with The Truman Show. As I expected, I really hoped that it would come out great, and it did come out great. So whether you've been a longtime fan or you've never seen it before, definitely check this one out. It's well worth the pickup, and I give it the highest marks. I love this movie, so really, really good stuff there. And now this next one sent to me by Paramount. This one is a television show, and I hadn't heard of it, and I figured, you know what, when they sent the request, see if I wanted it, I said, let me take a chance. It stars Sylvester Stallone, and it's called Tulsa King, and it's season 1. It's 2 Blu-ray discs. And it says on the back, instantly engrossing and darkly funny. So it's kind of like it's a crime story, but it's also got dark comedy moments. And I did check out a few trailers, even though that's not normally what I do. But because I have to talk about it with you guys, I wanted to have a little bit of information on it. I haven't watched this yet, but it is the next one that is going. This is going to be my next show. I'm going to probably start this weekend. Basically, Sylvester Stallone plays a guy who is obviously, he's in the mafia. He's coming out of jail. I think they said he's done like 25 years, and he goes to the people he's been working with, and he wants to start up his business again. He wants, you know, hit the ground running. He wants to get back involved and get going again. And they kind of send him to, you know, they kind of brush him off, and they send him to Tulsa and tell him kind of, you know, so he figures he's going to start his work there, and he kind of puts together his own crew. and he's doing things the way he wants to do them. So he's the Tulsa King. But I am really, really looking forward to this, and everything that I've checked out online looks really fun and really good. I believe, now I check IMDb because I rely on their scores more than Rotten Tomatoes. That's just my personal preference. But it got either like an 8.1 or an 8.2. It got really, really high marks and really positive reviews. So I am really looking forward to checking out season 1 of Tulsa King. And it is 9 episodes. And if you want to check out, there's a section here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's special features if you want to pause and check that out. But from what I see on the back here, it looks like there's not, like I said, there's 9 episodes. It looks like there's a little, it says behind the story for every episode. So for each episode, there's a little behind the story, which those are usually pretty cool from what I've seen. It's, you know, like when they do like things like that on The Walking Dead and whatnot. Now you get the 2 Blu-ray discs, which is on the inside. There's no digital on this one. But I did want to show you, they do something on the inside here, which I really do appreciate when it's a television show or series, where they put the episodes under each disc, so you can get like the episode name and a little synopsis of what it's about. So you kind of keep your place if you're not sure where you left off, or if you want to see what the episodes are about. I think that's a nice little touch when they do that. So I am looking forward to Tulsa King, and if you've seen it, let me know down below if you enjoyed it. And like I said, this is on the top of my watch pile, so definitely going to be starting this one this weekend. But Tulsa King, check it out. It is streaming on Paramount Plus, so if you're a subscriber to Paramount Plus, you can stream it if you want, you know, before you pick up the physical copy. It's also available on Prime, but I think on Prime you'd probably have to pay for it because it is brand new. So those are from Paramount, and how about another digital code? Sound good? Sounds good to me. This one is for the 4K of Evil Dead Rise. And again, that should redeem in 4K in the comments. If you redeem it, let people know. And I'm sorry about my voice. We have that smoke thing going on again, and my voice is going bonkers. So, the next 3 that I have before I show you the box set, these come by way of MVD. And MVD carries a lot of titles, a lot of different things, and one of them, they carry Arrow, they carry Radiance, they have their own line, and, you know, the MVD Rewind is very popular. But this is their first 4K, and in my opinion, they couldn't have picked a better jumping off point for their first 4K. It's a 4K Ultra HD and Blu-ray, no digital, of Rain Man, starring Dustin Hoffman and Tom Cruise. It won 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, and I love this movie. Now, I've heard people talk about this, but I don't think I've heard anyone say that it is based on a true story. So Dustin Hoffman and Tom Cruise play brothers. Tom Cruise is he's kind of like a wheeler dealer type. He sells all kinds of cars. He's into all these like classic cars and sports cars, and that's his thing. And he has a very apparently he had a very rocky relationship with his father, who was very well off. And his father has passed, and he goes to the reading of the will, and he finds out that basically what he inherited is a car. He inherited a car, and everything else has been left to his autistic brother, Raymond, who he didn't even know he had. Dustin Hoffman plays his brother, and he didn't even know he had a brother, because Dustin Hoffman's character, Raymond, has been living in like an assisted living type of place, and he's very well taken care of, and he has everything he needs, and, you know, he does his thing. And Tom Cruise his character had no idea. He didn't know this guy existed, so he goes to see his brother, and he has this plan that if he manages to get custody of his brother, that he will also get all the money that comes with him. And we basically follow these guys on a road trip. It's a road trip movie, and while they're getting to know each other between point A and point B, they're getting to know each other, they're driving each other, maybe one is driving the other crazy, and we learn about them and we see their relationship grow as they go on this journey, and it's really fantastic. It is funny, it is heartfelt, it has a little bit of everything, and I just think this is fantastic. And I know people have said they think that Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman were equally good in this movie. I think Dustin Hoffman was absolutely amazing in the part that he played in this movie. He is so good. I get sucked in by him every single time. Not that Tom Cruise was bad at all, but to me, Dustin Hoffman was absolutely the standout. Just my opinion, but I think this is a really great movie. If you haven't seen it, please give it a watch. If you're a longtime fan, definitely it's worth an upgrade. The 4K looks really good. They did a great job. There's a noticeable difference. There's the skin tones, especially. The skin tones look very natural, where they had a little weird hue in the Blu-ray, but on the 4K they look really good. Nice definition, like when you look at people's hair and stuff, you can see all the little different pieces of hair, good definition in that and whatnot. But really good stuff. The 4K looks really good. So I think if this is their first effort, I think they have a bright future in 4K, because I think they did a really good job with this one. And it's a great movie, so it's a great place to start. So definitely pick this one up. Check it out. And on the inside, we have the same artwork and all the goodies on the back. And then on the inside, you just get your 4K and your Blu-ray disc. And you have a little bit of disc art, which we always appreciate as physical media collectors. And so that is Rain Man. That is available now, and I am going to link the MVD store down below so you can check out you can check out Rain Man, you can check out their other titles, and then the other ones that I'm going to show now. And these next two come from a newer, it's a newer label. It's called Radiance, and it comes out of the UK, but there are region B copies, region B locked copies, but there's also region A and B copies that you can get through MVD. And the first one that they sent me is Spine number 22. These remind me, it's almost like, I feel like it's like the UK version of like a Criterion type, and you'll see what I mean. This is called the Iron Prefect, and this one is going to be available, I believe, July 20th. I'm going to double check the date. If I'm wrong, I'll put it down. I'll put a title card right here. But this is based on a true story. Takes place in Italy. It's from 1977. It's 118 minutes. It's in color, and it is in Italian and English. And I did notice it also has subtitles, so parts of it are subtitled. But it's based on a true story, and what it is, it takes place during like the Mussolini time, and there is an issue, I believe it's in Sicily, and there's an issue with a lot of mafia activity, mob activity, and it's becoming a real problem in this area. So they send this guy out, and they tell him to do whatever it takes to make it stop. And they basically send him in there with, do whatever it takes, use your discretion. And he does what he needs to do, and I don't want to get into it because you really can ruin this, but I thought this was really good. The Blu-ray looks great. I thought it was a great transfer. It is just a Blu-ray. There's no digital and there's no DVD disc, so it is a Blu-ray. I thought it looked really good. It kind of gave me vibes of almost like parts of it. It felt like almost like Godfather 2, maybe because they were in Italy, but certain scenes and the cars and whatnot. But really good. So if you're into that kind of, if you're into those kind of films, definitely check out the Iron Prefect. I think it's great. And the cool thing is, they have this card here with all the information about the film. But if you don't like the card, if you don't want it, you can just slide it right out. I personally like it there, but you can take the card out and then you just have your front and back there, and you can just see the artwork. Now on the inside with them, you get a booklet, like I said, feeling very Criterion vibes. You get essays and you get pictures, so it's a nice book. Probably like a 22-page booklet. You also get the disc, and you get reversible artwork that has all the movie facts and the extras, special features, and all that on it. So you do have options. You can kind of customize how you display it. But I personally, I like these cards, so I leave the cards in. But yeah, check out Radiance. They're doing some amazing work. And again, it'll be linked down below. But check out the Iron Prefect if you like, like the mafia type movies. It's a good one. Now this one I haven't seen yet, but I did check it out. I popped it in to take a look at it. Transfer looks good. I know this was in another box set, but I believe this is the first time there's an American Blu-ray of it, and it's called Red Sun. Now this one is available now. It's currently available. It is spine number 6, and this is the front cover of this one. And same thing, you have the card that you can take in or take out or leave in. This is from 1970. It's 80 minutes, and it is in German. And basically what this one is, from my research, is we have a group of gals who live together, and they have this very unconventional pact about killing their boyfriends who won't commit to a relationship or do commit to a relationship. Something about 5 days. It has something to do with 5 days. And it's a very unconventional pact, and I'm interested to see what this one has. I know it was in a box set, like it's called the House of Psychotic Women or something like that. So that should give you a little reference point for what kind of film this is. Now I've not seen it. I did pop in the Blu-ray to see how it looks. It looks really good. So the transfer looks good. So it's just a matter of I'll see how I like the film. But it sounds like it's good. It sounds like it's kind of quirky, maybe almost like a dark comedy type of thing. So I'm really interested to see how this one plays out when I watch it. But this is Red Sun. And again, this one has a really nice booklet. You have the cover here, and this one is almost 50 pages, and you have it's like a Q&A. You have an interview with maybe the director, and you have interviews, and you have pictures. So there's a lot going on, a lot of information in these. And then again, you have the same thing. You have the reversible artwork and the disc. So if you decide to remove the information card, you still can flip it around and you get the movie information. So I've watched, I know I have In the Dollhouse that was Region B locked, but I really love In the Dollhouse, and that was, I think, my first look. That was the first one I watched from Radiance, and then I wanted to just keep checking out their titles because they're putting out some really unique titles and really cool things. So I reached out to MVD and I said, do you have any Radiance titles? And these are the 2 they sent me over. So very happy to see where this goes. I think this, if we get some people behind it, I think that this has a really bright future because they're really doing some good work. So Radiance, definitely check out what they have, see what interests you, and keep an eye on the MVD website, and hopefully I'll get some more titles to share with you. So that is Radiance, and those are the films from MVD. So again, thank you to MVD. And before I show you the last thing, the box set, let's do a one last digital code, and this one is for The Truman Show. Hopefully that focuses, and again, it should redeem in 4K. If you do redeem it, be nice, let the people in the comments know. And this last one, this is a box set. I'm sure you've seen a million unboxings. I'm going to show you that. This is the Arrow Video Store set, and it has some really great artwork. And this is such a great, like a display piece, and it also has great movies in it. They're fun. It's very reminiscent of what you would have seen if you went to, say, your horror section in the video store heydays. And if you lived through the video store era, this is one that you have to have it in your collection. It's a great box set. It's a great set. Physically, it's a well put together set. The top comes off. You have the movies displayed. You have Dungeon Master Dolls, which is so much fun. I have the Scream Factory edition of that one. Cellar Dweller. This one is Arena, and Robot Jocks. So those are the films. And then you get this booklet. It's called the Arrow Video Magazine. It's like 77 pages. And again, it's all about the movies. So you get pictures. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can see. There you go. But you get write-ups, and you get pictures about all the movies, and really, really nice stuff. It's really these touches, these extra touches that make releases like this worth picking up, especially for physical media collectors. And I want to show you inside here. I mean, there's a million unboxings, like really good unboxings of this set online. I'm sure you've seen them, but people have been asking me if I got it, and I just wanted to show it quickly. But I'm going to show you in the Dungeon Master, because in that one you actually get your little video store card. Sales, rentals, and service, Arrow Video. Bearer is entitled to all privileges offered exclusively to club members. You get this, hopefully you can see that, the little video card. There you go. And they come with art cards and posters, and each one of them has that inside, and they come with disc art. And from what I've seen now, dolls looked really, really good. These are, let me see, this is dolls. Yeah, they're Blu-ray, they're not 4K, but the transfers look really good. And like I said, dolls is one of my favorites in here. I have seen Cellar Dweller and Dungeon Master, but it's been a long time. I haven't seen the other two, so I'm really looking forward to watching all of them and discussing them. But people have been asking me if I picked this up, so they asked if I could just show it. And you know, this is the set, and this is what you get. It's beautiful. The artwork is just, I was so blown away when I actually saw this in person. It was so much nicer in person than it looked, you know, on the websites. Now, it is still available. I believe it's still on Orbit. I know Diabolic has some. And so if you want to pick it up, it's about $64, but you're getting 5 films. So, you know, if you want it, it's out there. It also comes with, I think this is called an O card, that just slides right over the whole thing. And then it's called Entering the Video Store, Empire of Screams. So on the back, you get the information for all the films. And then on the front, you have the artwork, and you have the titles on the top. So that card stays with the set, and it's a nice little display piece, besides having some really cool movies in it. I mean, yeah, they're like B movies, but they are just so, like I said, reminiscent of the video store days. So I was very, very happy to see this put out, and I hope they continue to do things like this, because Arrow just, they kill it. When they do a release, they go all out. So this is another fantastic release from Arrow. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you saw some titles or some things that you want to pick up. Let me know what you've been watching, and if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Leave me some suggestions, comments, recommendations. You know the drill in the comments. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell so you know when I upload. I'm going to be uploading a batch record some videos because my parents are coming into town next week, so I want to make sure I have content for you. And also keep your notifications on, because we are going to have my mother taking over the channel, where she will review 80 for Brady and maybe some other films, maybe John Wick 4, which could be a little scary, but we're gonna go with it and see what happens. Again, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a very happy and safe 4th of July weekend if you're in the States, and wherever else you are, be happy, stay safe, and for today, that's a wrap.